But before we do so, let's go back to athletics. Last week on Sunday, at the London Marathon, Sebastian Sawe became the first man in history to run under 2 hours, clocking a time of 1 hour, 59 minutes and 30 seconds. And this, he shelved 65 seconds from the previous record holder, that is Calvin Kiptum. But how did it come that Sebastian Sawe broke the 2 hour barrier? This is the story on how Sebastian Sawe prepared for the London Marathon, and he actually achieved becoming the first man in history to breaking the 2 hour barrier.
That he might be the one to do the sub-2. Running a marathon probably is not just a sport activity. There is a bit of a mystical, spiritual aspect, I don't know, something like that, because just imagine for 2 hours, someone is kind of involved in this very unique situation where everything has to work perfectly in synchro. And of course, as human beings, we are a very complex system. So we cannot think of a human being like pieces together. It's the interaction between all these pieces that eventually makes us so unique.
This is how it started. Not one runner deciding to try the impossible. This is the shared dream of many devoted people, moving in the same direction together. This is belief. Believe in going farther than ever before. Believe in doing what felt unachievable for so long. We were lacking having distance runners that could compete. And so we set up a program, marathon development program. I remember that one day, 2008, perfect weather, a fast course, a yellow shoes, and a world record. I can remember redoing Hailey's contract with his agent in 2004. And with Hailey, one of the time bonuses we built in was a sub-205, a sub-24, a sub-23, etc. And I can remember when we presented the proposal to the agent, I remember him laughing, thinking that, that this is something that we possibly won't see for a number of years. That paradigm shift is starting. It was significant for us to see that, and for him to be the first person under that was pretty special.
When I finished that course, now it's history, because 2, 3, 59 is nothing, compared to these days. And, well, that is just their chance.
I'd been asked internally who in our portfolio of athletes could potentially run a sub-2, because that's the next barrier. It can only be achieved once.
My name is Sebastian Sawe. I'm a long-distance runner. I'm a father of 3 boys. I'm also a farmer. Kararana, ako ibajini mo sumat stang masaili ako kararang maramo gini akroik
With the years, I feel that it's them to show me the way, and my role is just to make sure that they remain in the right path. I feel more like what I can remove than even what I can change, because the more I stay with them, the more I think I have to help them to keep things simple. Sebastian is always very composed, very humble, but I think inside has a very unique fire.
The relationship that Sebastian has with Claudio, he's personable. He has a human element to him. He's been living in Kenya for over 20 years. He speaks Swahili, so he's able to interact with the athletes on a very personable basis.
They needed a pacemaker for Seville half marathon. I was like, okay, let him try. Maybe he might not reach the 10K, but anything between 8 to 10K. Then Sebastian flew to Seville, and Sebastian took off, leading the race. And by 8K, Sebastian was alone. No one could follow him. Sebastian kept going, and eventually he won the race in 59.02, ran the course record. I'm like, I think this guy is quite a good one.
Alina tai, awak sini Congo, ingwele kikwamutuna mo inga joini kurubeni, wakya joini ni 2020. Agogi nyakuna maine uta, ago kuno mawaida kapsa engalega labatet, ago kya kasanende, ago kitar tene azjar le amuja labat, ago kingenishek tu tegin ingai kotok labatenu, ago sababu inende kunguno awak sini kungu inende, ago nda mainende kora kama miwami. Hiwe kinendet kandu indenu awak sini inende missing kungu.
I want to believe Sebastian came to me as a gift, and I'm pretty sure that Sebastian will write a bit of history in running, and I want to be next to him. I want to be a witness of all this.
You always need a team behind your dream. What that means is you are building something together, step by step and day by day, driven by this shared dream and common belief.
The team behind the dream is a way that we ensure that we show up and give the very best to our athlete and to enable our athlete to be the best they can possibly be.
What would it take to basically push the world's fastest time? The moment where sub-2 really became a topic was when we had conversations with Sebastian, have him on the ground here in Herzogenaurach, and really understanding what are the elements that will allow us to push his performance was the biggest trigger point in the entire journey towards sub-2.
The idea of Adizero, as the name suggests, is reduced to zero. So you strip away all the noise from the process, from the product, to get the athlete to the best possible place they can be.
So this is the Adizero Adios Pro Evo 3. It's our first racing shoe under 100 grams.
When looking at the entire shoe, you have the challenge of building a sub 100 gram shoe, then you really need to look into every single component.
And so what we wanted to do is really go radical. And by dropping the weight from around 140 grams by about 30% down to 99, we knew that there would be a performance increase if we were able to do that.
The ambition was pretty clear for the product to build a shoe that helps our athletes just race faster.
The last time we were with Sebastian in Kenya, some of the language that he was using around the product changed. He started to talk about how, like, this is my shoe. And that's kind of when we know an innovation is working for the athlete.
And then him stepping into the shoe, doing his first workouts and then doing the measurements together with him, this was for me one of the key moments in this entire journey.
Alina kasi kogararan amu awai kupono halabat kulle afilinde kutak jajab chike gumni ago ribu angot manama angot ka kutunushik so agira golle kinagararan kogararan biyot.
I'm sometimes just jealous. I'm sorry. No, in just in good way.
The 2 hours idea in marathon was initially for me something unthinkable, even a bit scary.
1 minute, 40 seconds, 35 seconds, those things, it's a matter of a day, a matter of weather condition, a matter of the last part.
But when I realized that Sebastian wasn't just an ordinary runner, I've changed my mind. I had quite a number of conversations with Sebastian in the last few months, and basically I asked him not to fear, to believe that he might be the one, the first one actually, to do the sub-2.
Sebastian, as a human being, couldn't epitomize what we stand for and the superhumane values of our brand any better. A supreme athlete, incredible drive, ambition, hunger, but manages that through a sense of humbleness.
So I told him, wake up every morning, stay humble, but somehow deep inside yourself, remember that you are not just an ordinary human being. And that's why him and I, we don't fear now to say we are on a mission. Why not? I almost got emotional.
They are absolutely flying. They are not just inside world record time, they're inside 2 hours, sub 2 hour territory.
Alin manisha ni kinakararan among anggota gini ng labatan ateme ora katol ang ginisik Japan.
I'm getting goosebumps. I'm nervous about what we're seeing right now. A little upward turn, so you can almost forgive the joke.
Many athletes, they might have a certain amount of potential, a certain amount of talent, but maybe they're not able to utilize. Sebastian has been able to push himself to the very ultimate limit of his potential. He's not just an ordinary runner. He's a very unique fighter.
Now, though, it's just about him into the home straight. He's got over a minute, or just under a minute, to do this. He can do it. Come on, Sebastian. You can get this. History in the making. Under 2 hours. Nobody's ever done this. They said it couldn't be done. Sebastian Sawe is going to break the 2-hour mark. He's going to win the London Marathon in incredible style. An historic performance, 1:59.30. Absolutely incredible. I've never seen anything like that.
Humanity just got faster. As long as people dream and as long as they believe, it will never end. Maybe somewhere in the world, on a quiet road, right now, someone is running towards what comes next.
Yes, so that is the story of how